Hey everybody, it's Richard T. Fields here, and today is the final video of the filmmaking series where I take you through the filmmaking process from start to finish. Welcome to the filmmaking series, and today we'll discuss a few tips and tricks that I use to color grade and add sound design to my project. First up, color grading. Now, when filming this project, I shot it with a relatively flat profile with the intentions of color correction and color grading being one of my final steps before export. And I know that color correction and color grading could seem like a daunting task if you don't know where to start, but really, it's not that difficult if you're using LUTs. Now, LUT stands for lookup table, and essentially what a LUT does is quickly apply a look to your footage. While no LUT is perfect, it's a good place to start to give you a frame of reference for how your image can possibly look. There's a few LUTs that come standard within Adobe Premiere, and there's also several websites that offer free LUTs for filmmakers to use. I'll be sure to link a few of my favorite sites below. But what I did for this project, I actually downloaded a plugin, which I'll also link below, that allows me to create my own LUTs in Lightroom. And I'll make a complete more in-depth video for how to do this, but the short version is, I take screenshots of several stills from within my timeline, import those stills in Lightroom, and do all of my color correction there. Once I'm satisfied with those stills, I then export these LUTs and import them into Adobe Premiere for my color correction. Now, this process is definitely time consuming, so you want to build in some extra time into your post-production process if you're deciding to do this. And remember, even when creating your own custom LUTs, the way it's gonna look from the screen grab in Lightroom is still going to be slightly different from what you get on your video image. So once you import into Premiere, go into your Creative tab, you can lower the intensity, raise the intensity. Typically, I tend to lower the intensity, but then I'll hop over into the Basic tab and make further adjustments from there. There are several things you can do in this section, but it really depends on your personal taste. 2, sound design. When playing through this edit with just the interview as the audio, it sounded a little empty, and there are several elements that you can add to your project to beef it up a little bit. This is where your sound design comes in. Looking at this project, I have a lot of shots outside and I have a lot of shots in the home and in the dental office. So I want to find things that set the scene and set the mood for these different spaces and what's going on. So the parts for the home, I'm looking for suburban ambient noises, and the part for the dental office, or when I'm outside, seeing as those things are in Beverly Hills, I'm looking for something that fits the vibe more so of a bustling city. One source that I use often to get my sound effects is freesound.org. On there, they have an extensive library of tons of sound effects, pretty much any sound effect that you could want to add to your project. So when I'm showing shots outside of the Beverly Hills office or just around town in Beverly Hills, I'm looking for sounds of city traffic, city noise. And when I'm doing shots that are in the home, I'm looking for more suburban sounds. So maybe something with a little bit less traffic. Maybe I'm looking for a more nature-esque type sound. And last but not least, some things that I added were sounds that I recorded while I was on location. So for example, when we enter the dental office, we not only have the ambient tone of the actual space, we have the sounds of the tools as they're being used. And by choosing to put these shots in slow motion, I have a little bit more creative flexibility when it comes to how I choose to use these sounds. I can extend them, I can distort them, I can slow them down to match the clip, and makes their work look that much more artistic. That's it for today. Thank you for checking out this filmmaking series where I took you through the filmmaking process from start to finish. If you found this information helpful, be sure to hit that like button and feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section below. Remember, as always, I will continue to make more tutorials like this, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn those alerts on so you don't miss out. I'm Richard T. Fields. Thanks for watching.